pull the fucking rebar out of the cob that is at this cob circle. I told people not to put rebar in there. It's a hazard. It's a safety hazard. We've got soft dirt and less soft rocks, but then we've got a pokey fucking metal knife thing that if somebody fell on, it could go right into their stomach. And people need to do what I tell them when I hire them to do something. I'd be too nice sometimes, and I didn't used to know as much as I know now. But if I say I only want cob, I only want cob. This cob circle looks cool. The original thing was it had a dome on it. It had a White Shelter Systems dome. That dome had gone to Burning Man several times. There's 3 entries into it, and there's 3 pine trees in it. The pine trees are looking kind of cute, and so I'm thinking we'll let those grow up, and we'll cut off some of the lower branches or use them. These are all very sculptable trees. It's unclear what for. I almost wonder if we could bend them over and make a bench or something. Ugh, that's a bad entryway. Yeah, like this. Look at that. If we stake this down, we've got a very different tree experience than if not. Now, that may not be what we want to do. And this thing isn't thick enough to sit on. It does look kind of cool because it's got all these ferns growing out of it. So it's tempting to just leave it as it is. Perhaps have spots on it for outdoor candles, on still nights candles, or candles that are in glass things. We can use the space beyond this wall as well. I would suggest that we think about what to put out there. I think that it should be visually beautiful stuff. Really cool stuff. And I think it's worth even fertilizing. We've got this madrone right here, and that's pretty nice looking. And that should be left alone. We could raise this branch here up and make sure it doesn't interfere with walking in here. This used to just be cob. We smoothed it out. I think we should put sawdust in here or Winumo. Winumo would be best because it looks natural. And so we fill it with Winumo. And then we plan on, I'm not sure. I keep thinking about a circle of chairs. We're near electricity. I keep thinking about lighting, and we can have an outdoor conversation that we record. But I think for now the to-do item is fill it with Winumo. Don't do anything with the pines unless we've thought about it and it's smart. And then we need the things that are pretty that we need to plant around it have to be extra pretty. I'm not sure what. We don't have any trees that flower all year round. We could surround it with red hot pokers. Those aren't quite as tall as I would like. There's a capulene out here on the way into it. And I think what we do with that capulene is we graft onto it a better capulene off of the one near the lodge in hopes that that becomes one that's really good. And maybe we take this capulene and we train it downward. We could do this right now. We train it down like this. Just stake it to the ground, you know. And we get this capulene to have a lower habitat, a lower habit, sorry. It's near the road, so it's not an ideal situation, but it's really cool. So let's graft that and save it. Now those are 2 different things. What if we stake it down and we start training it, and then we start grafting onto pieces of it later? That would be one of our only experiments with grafting more than one thing onto something, but we should definitely do that. I remember when I was a kid, I saw a plum tree that had, well, it was a plum tree. I think there was apricots, or there was like 5 things on that tree. I still remember that. I was a little kid. And it just made such an impression on me that I think, I'm still a kid. I'll make those trees now. Or I guess I'm the guy who makes the trees for the kids. Positions have changed.